Gentleman from Henrico, Mr. Morrissey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
Gentleman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was having dinner last night with a gentleman from Arlington, Delegate Hope, and others, and he noted my shortage of floor speeches this year. And thank you. And he said that my paucity of floor speeches was disappointing and unacceptable, so he urged me to step it up the next couple of days. I'll start by saying this is not a Medicaid speech. There's been an operative phrase used that I haven't heard as much in previous sessions, used by the members of the majority party this session, wherein they decried Washington-style politics. And they denounced partisan machinations. So I was somewhat shocked when I woke up Thursday morning and read in the paper about the doings in the Privileges and Elections Committee the day before. And that, of course, was where the governors various appointees were vetted, or in the case of Boyd Marcus, removed from the list. And when I believe it was the gentleman from Manassas removed Boyd Marcus from the list, the gentleman from Arlington, Mr. Brink, said, why? I mean, it surely, it couldn't have been party machinations or partisan politics. I mean, it had to do with his capabilities, his judicial acumen, since he will serve in a judicial capacity, or maybe just his competence. But when he was asked, Delegate Miller said the following, quote, "There is some cloudness around the issue after we found that he was a consultant for the governor." Imagine that political patronage. I mean, that never happens. We don't appoint people to boards of visitors or to the parole board or to the ABC board, to the Dental Society or the Medical Society of Virginia out of political patronage. That never happens. Fact is, we could probably fill the John Paul Jones Arena with the amount of people that are appointed. They're both qualified, but they are supporters of the governor. Now, let's be clear about this. Boyd Marcus got the axe because he had the audacity and the temerity to switch sides, to move from a Republican to a Democrat. And I read in the paper, again, a quote that, accordingly, the reason he was done it is because there's a dark cloud around the appointment and the governor. The only dark cloud is, why did you pull him from the list? Was he not qualified? What dark cloud surrounds the governor for making that appointment? The last point is this. I couldn't help but think the following had it occurred. Back in June of last year, when Lieutenant Governor Bill Bolling was thinking of running for governor, and of course, Mr. Marcus is his longtime supporter and aide and architect of his various campaigns, what if Bill Bolling had run for governor and had been successful? And what if Bill Bolling then had appointed Boyd Marcus to the ABC board? Is there a person in this room who would think that there would be a whisper from the majority side that he wasn't qualified? So, in the waning days of this General Assembly, when we denounce Washington-style politics, let's be mindful that it appears to be going on in our own Privileges and Elections Committee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.